Sarah here with Kinsley's Creative Palette, and I am so excited. So I forgot last Thursday to print off the list of shares and do the drawing. So we are going to do that right now. So anyone who sprinkled the video last month, I'm going to pull up a random number generator, and we're going to pick our winner for our mini truck door hanger. So this is a small truck that we were giving away to anyone who sprinkled, and if you don't know what that means, just leave a comment and ask. But we reward people for sprinkling our videos, and this month the prize is going to be a set of my favorite triangular tip paintbrushes. So sprinkle this video for your chance to win. And today we will be painting the rest of our candy corn. So we painted our background last week, and today we are adding our lettering and adding all of the details to really make it pop. Good morning, friends. Okay, so I've got my random number generator. Well, I say that, it didn't pull up. Let me go to Google. Guys, some days tech is just harder than others. Do you ever feel that way? Good morning, Miss Beth. Thank y'all so much for sprinkling the love. So, all right, I've got my random number generator. I've got my list with numbers next to each one. Let's see who the winner is. 1, 2, 3, I'm gonna hit generate. It is number 6. That is Faith Bolin. Congratulations, Faith. If you could send me your address, that would be super fabulous, and I will get this in the mail to you. I'm going to set this off to the side. And remember, anyone else who sprinkles the video for this month will be entered to win the paintbrushes. So let's get started. So last week we painted the background of our candy corn, and I'm going to pull up the picture. So when I design a new template, oh, I'm sorry, Amy Lynn. Well, they're always on here, so you can go back and watch. But anytime I design a new template, what I do is I do all the details before I ever put my paintbrush onto the board. So then I can go back and I can kind of look, and I can kind of model what the sample looked like. So a lot of what we're going to do today, in fact, most of what we're going to do today is going to be with our Posca pen. If you do not have a Posca pen, which these are just super fancy paint markers, I say that, they're not super fancy, but they are, in my opinion, they're kind of like the Cadillac of paint markers. They are amazing. So I'm going to just make sure this one is good and primed, and we are just going to get started. So last week we painted orange, yellow, white. Then we went back and we lightened our orange and we did our big polka dots. Then right here we lightened our yellow and we did stripes. And then up here we did a little bit of black with our white to make gray. So now I'm just going to start adding some details. So I'm going to add some marks to our dots to give them a little bit of dimension. I'm not going to add, you know what, I am. No, I'm not. Okay. I was thinking about adding black right there, but I'm not going to. But I am going to add black around the outside whenever I'm done. So let me grab this white marker. And we're going to do some white accents too. All right. So we're just going to come through here. We're going to add some of that. I'm just adding some dots and some lines and just a little bit of fun to our board. Okay, so I just added some just random lines around here. And now I'm going to use my tracing paper and I'm going to use a lettering template. If you are brand new and you don't know what a lettering template is, I design these lettering templates so that you don't have to come up with the lettering on your own to do door hangers. And I sell these in my shop for $2.99. You can put anything on your candy corn. You could put Happy Fall or whatever. And there's a ton of lettering templates to pick from. But the one we're using today is this Happy Halloween. So I'm going to, the first thing I always do when I'm going to use a lettering template is I print it off and make sure it's the right size. Then I line it up where I want it to be, and I use a tiny bit of tape, just a tiny bit of tape. Gently tape it on to my board. That way I can slide my graphite paper underneath, and then I can trace the lettering right onto my board. So I'm just gonna grab a pencil today. I'm gonna grab a colored pencil, the sharp point, and I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna trace this lettering right on to my board. And you'll see in just a minute, I'll lift this up and I'll show you what it looks like. And the reason that we put the tape down is because we do lift this up several times just to make sure it's transferring and it didn't get moved. And the tape helps keep it in place. So let me show you what that first letter looks like. All right. So, okay, let me show you right here. All right, so I've got it's still taped on here. I don't want to lift that up. But look at my letter. Can y'all see that? My H. I've got to swipe the comments because it's covering it up. But that is how I easily trace my letters right onto my board. So let me put my graphite paper back under here. Don't move your template. And I'm just going to keep tracing. So I'm going to do this with all of the letters. If y'all have questions, let me know. The candy corn template is half off this month, so it is $2.50 on the website. It is printable, so you can print it as many times as you want. And friends, all of my templates come with the JPEG image where you can, I showed you last Thursday how to, oh yay! I'm glad you're working on your candy corn today. Okay, right here, all right, right here, I showed you last week how if you use the JPEG that I provide, which you can use it in Block Poster and change the size so that you can get a template different size than what the ones I provide. But the other reason I provide this is so you can print it and then you can color it in before you ever paint your door hanger. That way you can make sure you like your colors. Good morning, Diane. All right, so that is why I provide the JPEGs, and I'm trying to see, sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I get this traced. So if you are brand new, welcome. Guys, I'm so excited. So I have been working like a mad woman on brand new stuff for the virtual paint party. And we are opening to new members next week. But I have something super cool for anyone who is interested. You can become an affiliate or a partner with Kinsley's Creative Palette. And if you help share the membership with your friends and they sign up, you will actually earn money right to your PayPal account. So just for helping me push the news out that we are reopening. So if you would like to sign up to advertise with us and to help us get the word out, let me know and I will send you the link so that you can go ahead and get signed up so that on Monday when the virtual paint party opens, you can start sharing and making money. And if you're a member, you may even make enough to pay for your membership. So how cool would that be to be able to invite your friends, get them to come join us and to get your membership for free. All right. Okay, so I'm going to show you what this looks like right here. I've got Happy traced, and I'm going to hold it up a little bit higher so I can see. You'll see that? How cute is that? All right, this is how, friends, I get great lettering every single time. And one of the things that I've shown on Creative Tip Thursdays before is you can take a piece of tracing paper, you could take a piece, just a white piece of paper, and you can letter on that first, get it exactly how you want it, and use it as a template. You don't even have to buy the templates if you want to do your own lettering. And that is one of the things that in the membership, I have an intro to hand lettering workshop. It's a 4-part series where I just kind of walk you through how to start practicing, so that if you want to learn to letter your own artwork, and we don't just do door hangers. Last month we did a watercolor, and we used our lettering on watercolor. So we do all kinds of stuff, but our main art form is wooden door hangers. And that's what we help our members kind of perfect. All right, let me make sure that's tracing. Yep. And if you guys have questions, just drop them in the comments. And remember to sprinkle the video if you would like to be entered to win the paintbrushes. So, you know, friends, some days as a woman, like, we hide our crazy, and some days we flaunt it. And today I'm kind of flaunting it. You can't see it right this second, but let me show y'all. I have on what someone called my Lisa Frank pants. Does the membership come with a kit? You can purchase the blank that gets mailed to you, or you can cut your own. Obviously, there's a price difference. It's $27 for the digital membership, and it's $49 if you want just the blank mailed to you. That does not come with paint and all the things. I kind of give you a list and show you what all you need to get started in the Quick Start series, which is included in your membership. It's a $97 workshop. And so I kind of walk you through everything that you need to jumpstart and get you ready to do door hangers. And then each month, if you purchase the membership where you get a blank mailed to you, you will get a new package, and it will have the new door hanger in it. But if you want to cut your own, you can do that too, because we have a membership option for both. But, okay, so I was telling y'all, hide my crazy. So some days I hide my crazy and some days I don't. So I just have to show y'all. This summer at Walmart, they had what I'm referring to as Lisa Frank leggings, okay? And if you're from the 90s, like if you grew up, you know, in middle school and all in the 90s, you were probably a Lisa Frank fan. And so it's really funny because used to, I would have never gone out in public in my Lisa Frank pants, but now I'm like, oh my gosh, I love my Lisa Frank pants. So I don't hide my crazy as much anymore. Good morning, friends. All right, so don't forget, sprinkle the video if you want to be entered to win my favorite paintbrushes. And we are finishing up the candy corn. I'm trying to make sure, there you go. I'm trying to make sure you can see it. We have traced our lettering onto our door hanger. And now I'm using my Posca pen, which we put the link in the description or in the video. If you would like to get some Posca pens of your own, friends, they are game changers. And I'm just going to sit here and trace over the lettering that I just did with my Posca pen. So So feel free to ask questions. Let me know what you're doing today. And if it's your first time joining us live, I'd love to know that too. And I turn, you know what? I'm not going to put it under there. Normally I have a Lazy Susan underneath here that I kind of pivot my board on. But sometimes when I'm doing lettering, it moves on its own, and it messes me up. So I usually take it out before I letter. But friends, I just want to show you how easy your lettering can be if you use one of the templates and you just trace your lettering right on and then use your marker to finish it. Hi, Patty, a newbie from Maine. One of my good friends lives in Maine. What part of Maine are you in? Uh-oh. Let me know. I've got a little issue here. Let's see. I've got my pen is a little bit drippy today. It's not usually, but it's okay. Just have to be a little bit more careful. And friends, we don't want to put our hands in our paint. And a lot of times, if I remember, I will work from right to left. Hello, Miss Kathy. And Debbie's new from North Carolina, from Central near Augusta. So if you work from right to left, if you're like me, oh man, you may not get your hands in your paint as much. Friends, I think I pushed down on my pen too much because now it's really juicy. Yes, welcome to the fun. Beth says welcome. So, friends, if you are just joining us and you're like, oh my gosh, that's so cute, I wish I could do that. Friends, you can. You can. And we are opening our membership next week to new members. And in the membership, I teach you how to do everything from cutting to painting to lettering, all the things for your door hangers. And it is a super fun group to be a part of. It is a positive and uplifting place that just really, the idea is to help women have a place that they can come that is a positive environment where they can just be uplifted and learn a new hobby. So we would love to have y'all join us. We only open twice a year. We're opening Monday, and then we're closed again until April. And friends, guess what else happens in April? We are having our very first members retreat in April, and all of the Virtual Paint Party members get their ticket to come for free. We will be opening it to non-members if we have enough space, and those will be paid reservations, but all of the current Virtual Paint Party members will get to come for free. Super excited about that. We will be doing 2 projects. We're going to be fellowshipping a lot, have dinner a couple times together, and just really get to know everybody and make some new friends. And I hope that you all can come. Thank you, Patty. You did. You just made your first door hanger, Debbie. I want to see it. You have to show me. I am just coloring in the tracing that I did. If you missed the first part of the video, I showed you how to use a lettering template and trace it onto your board with graphite paper. And friends, for those of you who, which I get this a lot, are scared, like you want to paint door hangers, but you get to the lettering part and you're like, oh goodness, I can't do that. And that's where it kind of all goes south. It doesn't have to all go south. Paint marker instead of stencil, vinyl, and paint. What do you like about using? Oh, so I don't use true stencils. I usually just print off lettering templates, and so I don't use stencils a whole lot. To me, they're unless you're using a like chalk couture kind of stencil like that, I have to go back and fill in all the gaps. And so to me, it's just quicker and easier to just trace what I want and then paint it on with my Posca pen. The other thing is, a lot of times, instead of a stencil, what I'll actually do is I'll letter on a piece of tracing paper first, and I'll get my lettering just how I want it, and then I'll just trace it on with my graphite paper, and that way I can have custom lettering each time. But everyone does it differently. Yeah, doesn't it help a lot, Cindy? To me, it's just, it's kind of like the Posca pens. It's a game changer. And my digital templates come with so much detail that a lot of times if someone is new and they are just starting out and they don't want to freehand all of that detail, they can use the graphite paper and trace it right on, and then it's kind of like paint by numbers. And most of my blanks also come with the details already on it. Usually not the lettering, because everybody wants different lettering, but yes, they do usually come with all the details traced on so that you can just sit down and relax and paint. Isn't it going to be cute, Melody? Thank you. If you're just joining us, make sure that you sprinkle the video to be entered to win a set of my favorite paintbrushes. They are the triangular handled, and I love them because they're just so easy to hold. This is so cute. Stencils tend to bleed for me. Yes, Beth, I agree. They bleed for me too. And it's a much cleaner process for me. So I agree. I do like to use stencils every now and then. Some of you may have seen I did a birdhouse with sunflowers. I guess it's been about 2 months ago. And that we did with stencils. But I do really enjoy doing my lettering with Posca pens. And if I'm doing a party and I've got a bunch of different people that are painting, I can bring several different lettering templates and everybody can pick what they want. And it's easy to print, you know, several of each one so that everybody's not sitting around waiting for a stencil. All right, I've got that on there. Let me turn my iPad back on and pull my picture back up so I don't miss anything. There we go. Okay, now I'm just going to go around at this point and I'm going to add some more accents around the bottom. So I'm going to add, already did some white, but I'm going to also add some black lines into this side around the outside. And friends, I love doing the dots. So I don't know if y'all have done the dots, but doing like several dots in a row just really takes it up a notch. Stencil, vinyl, and cutting. Yes, it seriously, Brittany, it's a game changer. And I don't like, I've just never had luck with pulling my vinyl back off of my board without pulling up paint. So possibly you've had a better experience than I have. All right, I'm gonna grab my white. I'm gonna let this Happy Halloween dry a little bit, and then we are going to accent it just a little bit, but I need to let that dry. So let me hit it with the blow dryer. And you can just use a paintbrush and paint as well. If you are doing black and you're doing your accents, you can thin it out a little bit, and then that way your paint will go farther and it goes on smoother. So just add a little bit of water only when you're doing black and you're doing some of the details. I'm hitting this with a blow dryer. I'm taking my hand and I'm kind of directing where I want the air to go, because I've got some spots that are wetter than others, and so I want more of the air to go there. This just makes it go a little bit faster. And if you aren't gentle with it and your paint is too thick, it'll splatter. So you kind of have to be careful until that paint gets dry enough that you can kind of, you know, put a little bit more pressure on that area. A little bit more. Okay, so I am going to take my white Posca pen, make sure it's primed. And then I'm going to go over here on the left side of my lettering. Just on the left side. Can y'all see the difference? Y'all see that? Now I will go back in the spots where I need to, you know, make it where it crossed over. I'll use black on those. But to me it's just easier to do all of this white and then go back and do any of the black touch up. A little bit right there. And do the same thing down here, just on the left side. Okay, let me show y'all what that looks like. Okay, so you can see I've got some overlap. So now what I'm gonna do, the white dries pretty fast. I'm gonna grab my black and I'm gonna go over just those areas that didn't need the overlap. So they need to look like they're kind of tucked behind. Let me show y'all what that looks like. Let's see. I'm going to show you on a couple letters, and then I'll go back and do the rest. Okay, so can you see the H and the A, how now the accent's only on the side? I've covered up the bar that went across so that it looks like it just tucked out from the underside. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but it just makes it look a little bit better. Let me show y'all up close. You see the W? How you can go back and you can make it look like it's tucked under. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just going back through here, and anywhere that it needed to look like the shadow was tucked under, I'm just going over it with my black Posca pen. There we go. All right, so I think that's it. Y'all see how cute that turned out? Let's see, much smoother and more constant flow than the regular paint pens. Yes, 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 yes. So Beth just said that she has found the Posca pens are smoother and they're much more constant flow than normal paint pens. I can only find these at Amazon. Some of the Michaels and Joann's carry them. Ours in town does not, so I have to order mine online. Really though, if you're gonna order them, there's 3 colors that I recommend. I recommend you start with a black and a white, but one more color that you might want to add because it's really fun to add shadows is gray. Okay, so this one, just kind of see, it's got a gray handle. But if you can only get 2, get the black and white. If you can only get 1, get the black. All right. So I will be back on Thursday with Creative Tip Thursday. And friends, I am so stinking excited because next week we open to new members. There's so much in the members area now. It's crazy. Like, you could get in there and look for days and watch videos for days and just learn so much. And I'm so excited to open that up to everyone. So I will see you all back on Thursday for Creative Tip Thursday. And then next week, I will be painting live lots of days so that we can answer all your questions about the membership. Have a fabulous, fabulous day. And thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. Bye, friends.